Good day everyone, I am Abigail Letzgokong, a Bachelor of Science in Customs Administration student, and for today's video, I will be talking about Republic Act number 8752, also known as the Anti-Dumping Act of the Philippines. I will be sharing what I've read from the articles and the official website, and I hope you will learn something from me at the end of the video. I'll be discussing three main parts: understanding the law, a real-life example of the anti-dumping case, and my reflection as a future customs broker, in God's grace. Now, let's start with the question, what is dumping and why is it unfair? Dumping happens when a foreign country sells its product in the Philippines at a much lower price than its price in its own country. For example, imagine a company from another country, let's say China, sells one sack of cement for 300 pesos at home or at their place, but sells in the Philippines for only 150 pesos. It sounds like a good deal for buyers, but it's actually unfair for local manufacturers. Why? Because our local companies also sell cement, but they can compete with such a low price, and over time, they might lose money, reduce workers, or even close their business. That's why the government created the Republic Act number 8752 or the Anti-Dumping Act of 1999. To stop unfair foreign pricing and protect Filipino industries. Now, how do we know if dumping is really happening? The law says there are three important elements to prove a dumping case. First, the dumping itself. As what I've said earlier, dumping or the imported product is sold here at a lower price than its normal value in the exporting country. Next is the material injury. So, the local producers of similar goods are suffering or being threatened with harm. For example, local steel factories losing customers and profits because of cheaper imports. Third is the causal link. So, there must be a clear connection showing that the injury to the local industry was caused by the dump imports, not by other reasons. So, if these three are proven, the government can add anti-dumping duties, which are extra taxes than to make prices fair again. Now let's ask, which agencies are responsible for implementing this law? Here's the process. The Department of Trade and Industry or the DTI accepts complaint from local companies and starts the initial investigation. Next, the Tariff Commission. The Tariff Commission conducts a formal investigation to check if dumping really happened and if it hurt local business. If dumping is confirmed, the Secretary of Trade and Industry can issue a ruling to add the anti-dumping duties. And finally, the Bureau of Customs or the BOC collects these duties when the imported goods enter the country. So these agencies work together to ensure that trade remains fair for both local and foreign producers. Now, let's look at a real example of an anti-dumping case in the Philippines. A good example is the Vietnam cement case. A few years ago, local cement producers complained that the cement from Vietnam was being sold in the Philippines at a very low prices, even lower than the price of the cement in its place than the Vietnam itself. So, because of this, local cement companies started losing sales. Some factories were forced to slow down production because they couldn't match the low prices. So the Tariff Commission investigated and found out that the dumping really happened and it was causing harm to our local industry. So the Department of Trade and Industry decided to impose anti-dumping duties on certain Vietnamese cement exporters. This action helped stabilize cement prices in the Philippines, protected Filipino workers' jobs, and allowed local producers to compete fairly again. So this case shows how the Anti-Dumping Act truly works. It ensures fair competition and it prevents foreign companies from controlling our markets through unfair pricing. And as a future customs broker, I believe that the Anti-Dumping Act is very important in keeping fair and honest trade in our country. Customs broker play a big role in this, and because we are the ones who process import entries and make sure that the correct duties are paid. So to uphold fair trade, a good customs broker must be honest when declaring the value of imported goods, know the trade rules, especially those related to anti-dumping, and educate importers if their products are affected by anti-dumping duties. Thus, the Anti-Dumping Act stands as a shield of justice and international trade, reminding every customs brokers or students that fairness is not just a policy, it's a duty to protect our nation's economy. That's all for today, and I hope you've learned something from me. Bye!